All right, guys, 3 p.m. Monday. Coach Jim here, Tower 26. We are entering workout number 9 of our Tower 26 Chords and Core workout. Seeing some great results transferring these workouts to the water. So those of you who've been consistent with them, great work. You're seeing those gains in the pool. Those of you who haven't been consistent thus far, now's the time to get started. We're into our foundation phase of training. So in these workouts, you're going to see the reps go up, the time of the efforts go up as we progress through this phase of training. So make sure that we are really dialed into how we're moving through each stroke, not so much how fast we're moving, but let's make sure we're keeping the stroke together as we progress through the workout. And you're not getting sloppy. We're not tensing up in those traps. We're not letting the ears eat the shoulders. We're staying nice and relaxed, keeping the elbow high over that firm wrist. And we're always remembering that diamond position, guys. Diamond position. Don't let those hands come too far outside of the shoulders. You want to keep them under the shoulders, diamond position as you pull all the way through. We're going to do a lot of one arm work to start off in the warm-up. After our initial warm-up, we'll do some one arm work. Same thing. You got to make sure we're really dialed into how we're moving through. And one thing you can remember as you pull through, you can open up that hip a little bit to let that hand come through and push the water straight back. But we'll get to that in a second. Remember, we go off of our efforts. 60% is easy, not a hard stroke. 70% a little harder, 80% a little faster, 90% we're in that upper aerobic range, and 100% is max power. Which brings me to my next point. It's all about power, guys, not hand speed. You don't have to just go right through it. We want big, powerful strokes. That's where you're going to get the speed from. Powerful strokes. Grab the water, throw it behind you with that high elbow, firm wrist, fingertips pointing down. One thing I haven't brought up yet, we use the yellow cords. We usually tell athletes to get the yellow stretch cords, but if you're having a tough time getting to the end range of motion or you can't complete the stroke because they're a little too much resistance, you might have to go down to the gray, silver cords, whatever you want to call them. They're a little less resistance, and I'd rather you guys back off the resistance and do the movements correctly and build back up to the yellow ones than use the yellow ones and just fight through it and not get your complete stroke. And actually, it's a detriment to your stroke if you're just trying to fight through it. So if it's a problem for you, go on the Amazon or go on the stretchcords.com, wherever you get the stretch cords, swimmall.com, and get those silver gray cords. I forget what they call them exactly, but they're one step below the yellow. Just check the ego. So let's grab our cords. We're going to go 45 seconds, nice and easy. 3 by 45 seconds, easy. Just 60%. Let's just get into the groove, get those muscles working. Remember, you want to stay in that diamond position as you come through, all the way through. Flat hand so you feel those triceps extend at the back of the stroke. 60% effort. 2, 1, 45 seconds. Nice and relaxed. Relax those traps, relax your neck, drop your shoulders, and drive through with that firm wrist, starting in that diamond shape, and coming all the way through to that flat hand. Just getting warmed up, guys. Remember, we have the setup and then the power phase. So you don't want to put any pressure into the paddles in the setup, and then you want to really put the pressure through the stroke once you get into the power phase. Once you get those palms facing back at the front of the stroke. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, so our core is going to be bird dogs. You'll be on all fours, nose pointed straight down, and you'll just lift left leg, right arm, back to center, left arm, right leg. Back to center. You have to suck your belly button in, make sure your hips stay nice and stable. So you're lifting from your glutes and your scapula. 45 seconds of bird dogs. Control with that intrinsic core. Here we go. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nose pointed straight down. Hold it at the top for a second. Make sure you're staying nice and stable. Looking straight down. Suck that belly button in. Squeeze that glute once you get that leg extended. Make sure you're lifting that arm with the scapula, not the shoulder, not the trap. That upper back, shoulder blade. Control the movement. It's not about speed, it's about control. Great work. This is a great exercise for swimmers, connecting those fingertips with the toes. 10 seconds. Make sure you're moving that heel straight behind you. 2, 1. All right, grab your cords, 45 seconds. Back at 60%, nice and easy. So remember that diamond shape, guys. As you open the armpit, you make a diamond with those elbows away from you, and then you pull through. Open the armpit, elbow stays high the whole way through. Here we go, 45 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Not a hard stroke. 60% effort. Focus on that firm wrist, diamond shape, opening the armpit. Then pressing that water all the way behind you. Keep the wrist firm, guys. I see some wrists bending there. We want to keep the elbow over the wrist. And make sure you finish your stroke, every single stroke. Really open those armpits as you come through. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back in your bird dog position. Control this movement. Feel those fingertips and the toes connect as they reach away from each other. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds. Try and lift with that glute and squeeze the glute at the top as that leg extends. Don't let the hamstring turn on. Keep the glute engaged as you lift. Leg goes straight behind you, not out the one side or the other. Control the motion. Keep that intrinsic core engaged by sucking the belly button to the spine. That connects the upper and the lower body, helps you control the upper and the lower body. 3, 2, 1. One more round. All right, 45 seconds, 60% effort, still not a hard stroke, paying attention to that technique. Let's kick it off in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Diamond shape, elbows pointing out, armpit open, full extension at the back of the stroke. Flatten those hands, press that water behind you. Open those armpits, guys. Make sure those hands are staying under the shoulders as you drive those hands straight back. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Back into your bird dog, last round. Feel those left toes, right fingertips extend away from each other. 3, 2, 1. Don't let the hamstring turn on. Make sure the glute is squeezing at the top. Get the correct muscles firing. Don't let those compensating muscles kick in. Keep the trap relaxed. Raise from that scapula. just like you're swimming. $15 seconds. Three, two, one. Good. Get a drink. All right, while you're getting a drink, the next core exercise we're going to do are hip tucks from the plank position. So you're going to be in a plank, nice and flat, and you're just going to press your butt out, get that pelvic tilt, and then you're going to tuck it under. And then press out and tuck it under. Now, all of your movement is coming from the core. You're pressing out with the core, and then you're pulling it under with that intrinsic core. You're not using the lower back to do any of the work. You're not using the glutes. You're not using the hamstrings. Press it. Press it. Who unmuted? Somebody unmuted. Come on. Man, quit it. Jeez. All right. In the plank position, you're going to press your butt out and then curl it under. And you should feel that movement happening from the lower abs, the intrinsic core. We're going to go 60 seconds on our left arm, 60 seconds on our right arm. And then we'll get to our hip tucks from the plank position. So 60 seconds at that 60% effort. What I was saying before, guys, so we're doing one arm, right? So you're going to be in that diamond position, armpit open, drive it through. And in order to get through from that position, you might have to open your hip a little bit. That's fine. Open the hip a little bit, drive the arm through, flat hand at the back of the stroke. All right, so think about that. Diamond position, open armpit, through, open the hip a little bit, press the water back. So 60 seconds left arm, 60 seconds right arm, 60% effort. Just think about that stroke. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Not too hard. Just thinking about your stroke. Making sure it stays perfect the whole way. Good firm wrist. Elbow over that wrist. Lead arm, that right arm is straight out from the shoulder. 20 seconds in. Halfway. $20 to go. $10 seconds. Keep the trap relaxed, coming from the lats. 3, 2, 1. Right arm, same thing. Big open armpit, diamond with that hand elbow position. Open that hip slightly as you press that water through and that palm flat away from you. Good, 20 seconds in. Left arm is straight out from that left shoulder. Don't let it cross over. Nice and stable. 30 seconds. $20. $10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Good. Plank position, 45 seconds. Let's tuck those hips. Really feel those lower abs work, guys. Let's go in 10 seconds. It's at your own pace. Just hold it for a second at each. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So feel those lower abs. Press the glutes away from you and then pull them under. Nice and stable as you move those hips. Really feel them pull those hips under and in alignment with the rest of the body as you tuck them in. 15 seconds. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your cords. It's a great exercise to do if you're just standing in line somewhere. You look like that weirdo. You just press your glutes out and pull them under with that intrinsic core. It's a great thing to do at the DMV. Everybody moves away from you. All right, left arm only. Same thing, 60 seconds left arm, 60 seconds right arm. Nice and controlled effort, 60 to 70%. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Left arm only, right arm is straight out from that right shoulder. Keep that left armpit open. Diamond with that hand elbow position. Then drive all the way through. Open that hip a little bit so that hand can get through and not run into that hip as you come through. Feel that tricep as you extend all the way through the back of the stroke. You should be feeling the tricep. You should be feeling the lat. Those are the two main prime mover muscles in your swim stroke. If you're feeling in the trap, you feel it in the neck, you got to relax there. Drop the shoulder. Right arm is still straight out from the right shoulder, 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Armpits open, guys. 5, 3, 2, right arm only. Left arm straight out from that left shoulder. Good. Every stroke, you're totally tuned into how you're moving. No cheating. Wrist is firm. Sure you're still making that diamond. Armpits open. Flat hand at the end of your stroke. Don't short it. 30 seconds to go. $15. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Back in your plank position. 45-second plank tucks. Hip tucks in the plank position. Let's get down. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds, guys. Just control it, press it out with those lower abs, and tuck it under using those same those lower abs, intrinsic core. Belly button sucked into your spine. It's a good pace. Really stable through those shoulders. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more round. Left arm only. 60 seconds. Perfect execution. This will finish up our warm-up. Left arm only for 60 seconds. Let's get going here in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect execution. Don't feel like you have to jam that elbow up too high. It's just a comfortable high elbow wherever your specific flexibility range allows you to get that elbow up. Don't feel like you have to jam it up too high. If you're jamming it up too high, you're going to feel it in the deltoid, the shoulder. You have it at a nice comfortable angle that helps you engage that lat. Good. 30 seconds in. Make sure the wrist is firm. Elbow is over that wrist. That nice open armpit, allowing you to keep the elbow up and keep that elbow up all the way through the stroke. Right arm straight out from the right shoulder, right hand. Don't let it cross over as you pull that left hand back. Very common. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right arm, left arm straight out. Left hand straight out from that left shoulder. Keep it stable. Good open armpit on that right arm. Good. I'm seeing a lot of good strokes being finished, guys. Great tricep extension. Build those horseshoes. Should feel a little tension in that forearm to help you keep that wrist firm. This is where Coach Jerry says, don't pet the kitty. Pet the lion. If you're going to pet a lion, you got to keep the wrist firm. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. One more plank hip tucks. "45 seconds. You guys got it by now. Suck that belly button in. Control with that intrinsic core. 5, 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds. Don't compensate, guys. Let the core do the work. Keep that belly button sucked into the spine. Good. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, get a drink. All right, so our next poll is going to be, we're going to go 20-second build. 20 seconds, 60%, 20 seconds, 70%, 20 seconds, 80%. In between each, we're going to do some leg lifts. I'll demonstrate that for you guys when we get there. We're back to both arms. 3 times through, 60 seconds, both arms. We're going to build every 20 seconds, keeping perfect form. Remember, we're not building with arm speed, we're building with power. So we got to make sure those lats are engaged. We're finishing every stroke. We need to grab all the water, throw it all the way behind us. Here we go, 5 seconds. Take it out easy, 60%. 2, 1. We want to be able to climb the ladder, so make sure you pace it out correctly. Just like in the pool, when we say 60% effort, we have to have somewhere to go as we build. Open the armpit, diamond shape, press the water back. 2, 1. A little more power in your stroke. 70%, still controlled, still manageable. Nose is pointed straight down. Armpits are open. Wrists are firm. Feel some tension in that forearm. Last 20 seconds, go. Pick it up, 80%. Now we got some good power. Getting in that mid aerobic range. Elbows above the wrists. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, beautiful. On your back. So we have leg lifts, nice and controlled. Your legs are gonna be together, straight, toes pointed, hands under your butt, upper back, 6 inches off the 4 to 6 inches off the floor. You control it down to about 6 inches off the ground, back up. Nice and controlled. It's not about speed. It's about control. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Point those toes. Looking straight up. No need to look at me. Use your core to lower the legs and lift them back up. Don't let those hip flexors turn on. It's nice and controlled. Not about speed. 10 seconds. Drop your feet till about 6 inches off to the heels or about 6 inches off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Good, on your feet. Round 2, 60-second build. Make sure you can feel the changes in effort as we progress. All right, let's get going here in 10 seconds. Relax your shoulders, relax your traps. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds, 60%. Perfect strokes. All the way through to that flat palm. You can hold it at the end of the stroke for a second if you want to feel that tricep engage. 3, 2, 1. A little quicker, a little more power, I should say. Firm wrist, diamond shape, open armpit. Drive it all the way through. Relax your traps, relax your neck. It's coming from your upper back, your lats. 3, 2, 80%. Let's go. Now we're in that mid aerobic range. You're putting in some good power into the stroke. Three, 2, 1. Good. On your back. All right, 45 seconds. Leg lifts. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Point your toes. Control it. You're looking straight up. Upper backs 4 to 6 inches off the ground. Bring those heels to about 6 inches off the ground. Try and press your feet together. Try and keep your lower back pressed into the ground. Don't let it hike up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. On your feet. All right, 60-second build. Back at it. Seconds at 60%, 20 seconds at 70, 20 seconds at 80. Let's get going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Perfect, guys. Perfect execution. Dial into your movement every centimeter of the stroke. Don't take one stroke off. Just like when you're in the pool. 3, 2, 1. 70% effort, little increased power. Driving those elbows back over the firm wrist. Using those lats to do it. 3, 2, 1. 80%. Come on. Big, strong, powerful strokes. Keep the elbow up, open armpit. Really get into those lats. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. On your back. "45-second leg lifts." Let's keep going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Control it. Once again, relax your lats, your traps. Drop your shoulders. You're using that core to raise and lower the legs, not the hip flexors. Good, 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. One more round, guys. I know I said 3, but I misspoke. It's 4 rounds. 60-second build, last one. All right, let's get going in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big open armpit. Diamond shape with that hand elbow, firm wrist. Forearm tension, slight to help the wrist stay firm. Should not be feeling in your shoulders. If you feel in your shoulders, drop that diamond position a little lower so you're not hiking the elbows up so high at the front of the stroke. A little faster, guys. 70%. Pick it up. Nose is straight down. You're not looking at me. Visualize the water line hitting you in midline of the head. Neutral spine. Last 20 seconds. Let's go. More power. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last round of leg lifts. Hand on your butt. Those legs are completely straight. Control the legs. If you need to slow down to keep them straight, slow down. 45-second leg lifts. Let's get going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Try and keep your lower back on the ground. Suck that belly button into the spine. Legs stay straight, toes are pointed. Good, 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And relax. Get a drink. All right, while you're getting your drink, we're gonna get a little chest stretch in on the next one. So pay attention while you're getting your drink. These are called scoops. So you can put your paddles in the opposite hands. You're going to face away from the anchor. If you don't have paddles, you have the handles, that's fine too. You're just going to put them in the opposite hands, face away from the anchor. You're going to stand straight up and down. And I'm going to show you front on. Straight up and down, the anchor's behind me. I got my paddles in my opposite hands. And you're just going to scoop under, hold, back to the start, control. Feel the stretch in the chest. Scoop under. You're lifting from your chest, lower chest, opening the chest at the beginning of the movement. Coming up, squeeze the chest together. Back to the starting position. Nice big stretch in that chest. Notice how I'm straight up and down. Shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees, knees over the ankles. I'm not leaning into it and I'm not falling back. It's straight up and down, up, hold, back. So opposite hands, you're facing away from the anchor point. Face away from the anchor point. Step out so there's slight tension on the cords at the beginning position. And when you pull out, you should feel a good tension. And then slowly bring it back, the eccentric motion, back to the start. So you got to make sure there's tension on the cords at the start so you can get that stretch in the chest. 45 seconds. Here we go. 2, 1. Nice and controlled. Squeeze it at the top. Suck the belly button into the spine. Good posture. Relax your shoulders. This is coming from the chest. Open that chest up at the start of each motion. You're looking straight ahead. Good neutral spine. Feel that stretch in the chest as you start each motion. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Paddles down. So we're in this position all the time, guys. It's really closing off that chest. We're opening it up on the other side, so we do some chest work to help us do that. So I'm not crazy by just throwing that in there. I don't want to turn you into Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, in between each, we're going to do 45 seconds of alternating lunges. You're going to step out, drop straight down. I don't want to see that knee come over your toe. Dropping straight down so the knee stays in alignment with the ankle. Press up, back to the start. Step out with the opposite leg, straight down, up, back to the start. Alternating lunges for 45 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keep that toe over the knee over the ankle. Don't let the knee creep over that toe. Drop down into your heel, press up with your heel, just like I talk about on the bike all the time. Knee, don't let the knee fall in. Don't let it bow out. Nice alignment of those knees. Good, 20 seconds. Good neutral spine, you're looking straight ahead, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good, so we're gonna grab our cords as if we're doing our pulls. We're gonna do some upright rows, standing rows, I should say. Drop your shoulders, relax your shoulders. You're gonna be facing your anchor point, and all you're gonna do, pinch your scapula together, roll your shoulders back, hold it in that position, and that's where you're gonna do this entire motion from. So shoulders are rolled back, scapula is pinched together, and we're just gonna pull back, hold it, and return to the start position, keeping that scapula pinched together. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nothing too crazy. Pinch it together, bring it back to the start position. Don't have to be extra fast. Just feel it in those lats. Feel that scapula work. And stabilize. Upper back is so important in swimming. It's so important in running. It's so important in cycling. So important in living life, holding that great posture all day long. Squeeze the scap together at the end of the motion. Slowly bring it back with that same Pinch together shoulder blades. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, alternating lunges. 45 seconds. Really pay attention that you not let that knee travel over the toes. Straight up and down as you fall, as you bring it down, then you press straight up. Keep the knee over the ankle. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds, alternating lunges. Just a good pace. Don't have to be too fast with it. Just control it. Make sure you're using those glutes. Keeping those hips square to the front. Good, 15 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Good. Back to your chest scoops. Face away from that anchor point, 45 seconds. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stretch in that chest at the start. Squeeze at the top. Slowly bring it back to the start. Neutral spine. Drop your shoulders. Relax your traps. Lift it from that chest. Make sure you're squeezing it at the top. Suck the core in. Great stabilization exercise for that core. But you can't be leaning into the cords. Make sure you're standing straight up and down. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Cords down. Alternating lunges. 45 seconds. Let's go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Control the movement. Make sure that knee isn't falling in. A lot of cyclists let that knee fall in. I'm on you guys nonstop about this. Feel it in those glutes. Good, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. One more standing row. Face your anchor point. Really feel it in those lats, guys. Make sure there's tension on the cords at the starting point. 45 seconds. Let's roll your shoulders back. Pinch those shoulder blades together. Here we go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the lats. Slowly bring it back to that starting point with those shoulder blades still pinched together. Suck the belly button into the spine. Stabilize with that intrinsic core. Stay nice and tall. Good. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round of alternating lunges. Should really be feeling in those lats, guys. I want to fire those up. 45-second alternating lunges. Let's get going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Sink down into that heel, press up through that heel. Control the motion. Not about speed, it's about doing it correctly. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. Get a drink. While you're getting a drink, our next core exercise can be bridge pumps. Be on your back, looking straight up. Hands at your side. You're just going to press up through your heels. Hold it for a second. Squeeze your glutes. Back to the start position. Up. Our glutes are dominating here, guys. Turn those glutes on. Don't compensate here. Don't compensate here. If you need help, raise your toes a little bit and press up through the heels. That'll help you turn those glutes on. We hold it for a second. Back to the start position. We got 3 by 2 minutes on the stretch cords. We're going to build effort every 30 seconds. 3 by 2 minutes, build effort every 30 seconds, followed by 45 seconds of bridge pumps each round. So we're back on the cords in our stroke position. 2 minutes, we're starting at 60%. We're ending at 90%. So give your room to climb the ladder as we go here. Don't take it out too strong. Let's get going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. This initial 30 seconds is what Coach Jerry says, not a hard stroke. Perfect execution, but very little power as you come through. Open armpit, elbows pointing out to the side. All right, let's up our effort to 70% in 2, 1. A little quicker, a little more power in the stroke, I should say. Make sure those lats stay turned on. Driving all the way through the stroke. Don't shorten it just because we're increasing our power and our speed slightly. Five seconds. Let's go up to 80%. A little more power. 2, 1. Good. Now we're in that mid aerobic range. You're still perfectly executing each stroke. Relax your traps, guys. Elbows in that diamond position over the wrists. Wrists are firm. And last 30 seconds, 90%. Now you're putting power into the stroke, guys. This is where we climb the ladder to get to. Big deep breaths. Relax your breath. Breathe into those lats. Keep everything perfect. Don't compensate just because you're getting fatigued. Relax your traps. 3, 2, 1. Good. On your back. We're really engaging the glutes here, guys. Learning to fire these glutes. Your belly button sucked into your spine. You're looking straight up. 45 seconds. You're going to hold it at the top. And then return to the start position. 3, 2, 1. Bridge pumps. Keep those knees straight in alignment. Don't let them fall in. Engage the glutes. You should feel those glutes squeeze as you press up. Put the weight into your heels if it helps. 15 seconds. Great exercise to do before you get on the bike, before you start running. Help you feel those glutes work. Turn them on. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. On your feet. Shake it out. Round 2. Just relax as you do these chords, guys. I know you get fatigued. The tendency when you get fatigued is to tense up. You got to do the opposite and relax. So 2 minutes. Let's build every 30 seconds once again. Let's go here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 60%, not a hard stroke. Starting, getting into that diamond position. Open armpit. %60 for 10 more seconds. Keep it right there. Very little power in that stroke. 3, 2, 1. Let's up the effort slightly. A little more power, a little more strength coming from those lats. Keep that elbow up all the way through. Nose is straight down. All right, 80% mid aerobic range. Let's go. More power. You should feel that wrist tense up. Keep that armpit open. Don't let the elbow fall. If you're feeling it in your shoulders at all, that elbow's probably falling. If you feel it in your traps at all, if you're tensing up, relax your shoulders. Last 30 seconds. 2, 1, 90%. Come on. Now we power. Keep it perfect. Big open armpit. Drive those paddles all the way through to that flat hand behind you. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Good. On your back. "45-second bridge pumps." Feel those glutes engage. 5, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. Return. Keep the hips tucked under you guys. Don't let the hips, let that glute, those glutes point out as we did in the first round of hip tucks. Keep those hips tucked under you. It's going to help you work those glutes. Keep the lower back and the hamstrings and the hip flexors out of the equation. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more round. Last round, guys. All right, 2 minutes. Build effort every 30. Keep that stroke together. No matter how fatigued you are, you got to get even more mindful. All right, we'll get going here in about 10 seconds. 30 seconds at 60% to kick it off. Not a hard stroke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neutral spine, nose is pointed straight down. Hands start directly out from the shoulders. Good alignment. Bent over at the hips, flat back. 3, 2, 1, 70%. Increase that effort slightly. Still controlled. Finish your stroke, guys. Tendency when we're moving faster is to shorten that stroke. Not what we want. 3, 2, 1, 80% mid aerobic range. Come on. Relax your traps, drop your shoulders, engage those lats, big open armpit. And 2, 1, 90%, get after it, come on. Finish it off. Perfect execution every stroke, 20 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. All right, on your back, bridge pumps, 45 seconds. All right, let's kick it off in 5, 3, 2, 1. Don't let anything compensate. Squeeze those glutes together, really feel them engage as you press up. Suck the belly button in, tuck those hips under you. Relax your shoulders. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, guys, on your feet. Very nice. Volume in there. Let's get a little stretch in. Remember, anything's feeling tightness in your body. You're feeling in your traps. You're feeling in your shoulders. There's some compensation going on in your stroke. A lot of times, if you feel it in the shoulders and the traps, you're trying to hold those elbows too high. I mean, if you do it right now, if you bend over without your cords and you hold elbows high, you feel the traps turn on, the elbows turn on. Drop them down. You feel those relax, and you can get into those lats. So if you're feeling it in the shoulders and the traps and the neck, probably a little too high with those elbows. Let's grab our right elbow, pull it behind, walk our fingertips down our spine. Lean into that lat a little bit, get a little deeper stretch. All right, relax that arm. Let's go same arm, forward. Forward with that same arm. Nice and relaxed. Let's go backwards, open that chest. Don't force anything. I don't want any rotator cuff injuries. I want you to feel it in opening that chest though. All right, shake it out, left arm. Pull that elbow back, walk those fingertips down the spine. Lean into that lat a little bit, get a little deeper. All right, shake it out. Let's go forward with that right arm, or left arm, I'm sorry. Whatever arm you're stretching. Nice and relaxed. Just get some mobility in there. If you're a little tense from those cords, helps to get some movement. And backwards, open up that chest. Good. Let's take your right arm, pull it across. Get that deltoid. Get that scapula, pull it towards you. Get a little twist into the upper back as you pull it towards you. Good, check it out. Other arm, pull it towards you, get a little twist in the upper back. All right, good, check it out. All right, here's a little challenge for you. Arms above. Sorry, you can't see my arms. Left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Left arm forward, right arm back. Right arm forward, left arm back. Right arm forward, left arm back. Yeah, that's triathletes trying to do a swimmer. All right, good guys. Nice work. That's session number 9 in the bank. Remember, if you can't get in the pool, make sure you're substituting these sessions for days that you would be swimming. And if you are getting in the pool, you can always jump in these sessions to help you get those movement patterns to help you with efficiency and power, strength, resiliency in the pool. So thanks for joining, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you on our ride tomorrow. See you on the meeting tomorrow, 2 p.m. as we have every week, 2 p.m. Pacific time. The link is in your Training Peaks schedule. So we'll see you guys there. Awesome work.